Hey folks, this is Matt once again coming at you with another review. And this is for one of the two, how do I describe this? Prequel to The Exorcist, where you have a younger Father Merrin played by Stellan Skarsgård. Now, first you had Paul Schrader's version. Meaning Paul Schrader made the film and studio didn't like it. They wanted a more commercial movie. So then they got Renny Harlin, who pretty much started from square one in a way. I mean, there's a couple scenes. Well, can't even say that because this is one of those interesting things where you have two completely. They're two different versions of the same movie, and both star the same guy, Stellan Skarsgård. You have some of the same characters, but different actors, and they're written. The way they use them are in different ways. It's going to be one of those weird things. This is a really interesting, very interesting. The fact that this is a film that was pretty much done, scrapped, make another film. This film bombed, the Renny Harlin one. Critics hated it, it bombed. So I think 2004 is when this came out, and they're like, okay, fine, you can finish a little bit of it, and release this on DVD in 2005. Just a really intriguing thing that happened. It's not too many. It's not like this is a work print copy of this. No, it's even though you have the same actor and you have a couple of similar things, it's still a different movie, different tone. Again, it's like someone takes a story, and you have two films of it. I don't know how else to describe that. It's just really interesting when you watch these back to back. That's the best way to put it. When you watch these back to back, it's very interesting to see how you see some similar stuff in two completely different directions with it. This is more of the I think more people like this one that Paul Schrader had done. I mean, Paul Schrader is the guy who wrote Taxi Driver, because it was more of a thoughtful film. It's more of a dialogue driven film. I mean, look at Roger Ebert's review, a milestone in movie history. Not really, but a strong, true, and intelligent film that kept me fascinated and fearful from beginning to end. Another critic, a genuinely strong and powerful film, as smart and thoughtful as it is creepy. And after seeing these, I'll be honest, this film is not that great, but I would prefer watching this over this one. Now, of course, like I said before, I'm not the biggest fan of the original Exorcist. I'm still not. I love Exorcist 3 with George C. Scott and Brad Dourif. That's my favorite Exorcist film. That's my favorite film dealing with exorcism. I love Exorcist 3. Exorcist 2 is the worst one. This one, it's boring. And I understand what it's trying to do. I just think it's boring. I understand what themes it's trying to do. It's fucking boring. For one, and I love Exorcist 3. Exorcist 3 is not, oh shit, explosions and fights and gore. No, Exorcist 3 does low-key stuff as well, but it was more interesting, it was more intriguing, I got more involved with the story, more stuff happened. Sometimes you do have to have something happen. This film just dragged. And I know people would say, well, it's not really a finished film. It looks finished enough. Yeah, you have some bad CGI hyenas, but you do in that film as well as about a dozen other films I can think of that have shitty CGI creatures or animals, like After Earth. And it's not like, oh, that film wasn't done. That film was done after Earth. And how many years was that after this? So I'm sorry, even if they had the money, CGI hyenas are still CGI hyenas. They'll look like shit. There's one scene where you see the possessed walk in and then his face changes. You can tell that they were not done with that. But I don't see many instances where this film would have benefited from more money or more what. I mean, other than kind of one hand, this seems like a finished film. I could count maybe one scene with the cow, which I'll talk to, and like I said, with the possessed, and count on one hand. But this seems like a finished film, and you can like it if you want. I find it very lame. I mean, granted, do we need to see a prequel to The Exorcist? I don't think so. The beginning takes place in Holland, 1944, which they take a little bit this in the Renny Harlin version as well. But this, you see it all in its entirety, where, and it's an effective scene in both films. It's a good scene. They handle it a little bit differently, but again, it's interesting seeing these back to back. Just like in this one, you see it all from the get-go, and there you see little bits and pieces of flashback, and even then there's some little differences we'll get into. But here it's Nazis. They made Father Merrin. And Stellan Skarsgård, I'll say, he's a big shining moment in both these films. I liked his performance. I think he does a good job in both of these versions of the movie. It's nice that they kept him for each version because I thought he did a really good job. Execution style, he's forcing the priest to point. And I thought this was a good scene. Because he has to point and choose 10 people, otherwise they'll kill everybody, and he doesn't want to do it, and because of that he's lost his faith after the war. And he introduces this guy named Father Francis, who's a younger guy, which there's a Father Francis in this, but they build up the Father Francis character more in this, and kind of two different takes on that character. Again, it's sort of interesting. I didn't give a shit either way about Father Francis, which is why I was kind of fine that he wasn't in this one that much. And here, he's pretty in there, and I get the idea that this is a younger guy who, maybe wants to learn from Father Merrin, and he pretty much, Stellan Skarsgård is told to go to this place in Africa, where this archaeology dig, and Father Francis is going to go on for sort of open up a little missionary school. And they have scenes I just don't care about. I mean, they're driving with their interpreter, and there's this sacrifices of this animal. Okay, don't care. They find this place is buried. This guy gets heat stroke, which they kind of... It's not the same... They don't just take the footage and put it in here. They'll just... Oh, they find it. Someone gets shakes. And, oh, it's heat stroke. But it's not like they just stole the footage from this and put it in this. It's kind of weird. I guess maybe it's like Renny Harlin's like, okay, I like the idea, but I kind of want to film it myself. Which, actually, that's kind of interesting. I will say, these are interesting films to watch just on a movie-making level. Shows, different ways of doing this, kind of the same film. And even, then the different directions each one takes. But I like this one. There's this sick kid who people want to shun and don't want near because they say he's cursed. And he's, kind of, I'll say he's fucked up. And he looks like malnourished, and his bones are broken. And Stellan Skarsgård, I'll just call him Father Merrin. Father Merrin tries to get him to come over. He doesn't want to. That's a scene where you get CGI hyenas, which looks like shit. They bring the kid in, and in order to help fix him up. He has this weird-ass dream, which I thought was fucking stupid. And maybe granted, this is one that wasn't completely finished. I said of the handful. But it's like, Stellan Skarsgård looking like fucking Darkman with all these bandages across his face for some reason. And then you have like a clock that flies in. And I'm like, what the fuck? And you have like some of these images. Like you have an image that you would kind of see in the first Exorcist film. And you're like, what the fuck is this dream about? They're stupid. Well, I know, themes. I've seen a lot of movies with themes. They did better than this movie. Exorcist 3 had these fine themes. It was done better than this movie. I'm sorry. Yeah, Paul Schrader wrote Taxi Driver, but he didn't direct it. And really not much happens. They go in the dead. There's a church buried under the... And it's like, oh, that's kind of weird. It looks like, because it still looks like new. It looks like they built it and then they buried it. And they open the spot. They go down. And a couple weird stuff happens. Oh, the cattle are eating hyena. And this is like one of those shots that looks like it's not quite done. Which I'm like, did you really need CG during any of this sequence? Like, some of these sequences are not done. I'm like, did you need CGI in any of those scenes? Not really. You can't have a fucking cow just... because it's a cow eating a hyena. You can't have just a fake dead thing, and just a cow going... put like just some fucking... pull some grass, put it on there, and dye it red or something. I mean... even if it was finished, I don't think the effects would not look good anyway. I'm sorry. You would still know it's CG because it didn't need to be fucking CG in the first place. I don't think it's a CGI cow, but it's like the background and anyway. Weird stuff happens, so they bring in soldiers. At the same time, this subplot where this kid, the fucked up one, they re-break his bone, and basically a little bit throughout he's healing, and they're wondering, oh, is it a miracle? A woman in the tribe nearby gives birth to a maggot baby, which they put that in this Renny Harlin version. They have really the reason they bring soldiers in this version is because just to stand guard in case someone goes in to steal shit in this church that's been unearthed. Two soldiers get greedy, they walk in, and the next morning they're found. One is, I forget how the hell he is. One's dead, and the second soldier's head is like on this, kind of next to the first dead guy. And they're pissed. Soldier doesn't believe it's murder-suicide. The soldier kills one, which they kind of repeat in Renny Harlin. But I don't know, I like the way they did in Renny Harlin's version better, because it was Stellan Skarsgård, oh no, like he got more of a reaction than that. Here, I don't know, it just did nothing for me. And then this asshole from this other tribe killed some of these kids who were at the missionary school because he believes that Christians are evil, and you bring your evil Christian, they're going to be affected because of this. So this asshole tribesman had killed the kids, and you see some blood on some of the kids' face who died. And of course, you'd probably figure out that the kid who's healing, the fucked up kid, who has the fucked up face, the Father Francis does something, and he goes, "Don't ever touch me with that again, priest," because he put like a cross, and then there's a little burn of a cross, which I'm like, I watched Fright Night for that. The Major's sad, and he's just sitting on a hill, and he's sad because he was an idiot. He shot that one guy, and he does this and shoots himself. I'm trying to think what the fuck happened after this shit. The Father Francis decides to have to baptize the fucked up guy, and what the fuck happened? I think because he's about ready to be baptized, of course he's possessed. Says, I told you not to do that. Hits, and yeah, the silliest fuck, the Father Francis going back, flying back, and hitting the wall, and it looked like fucking shit. It looked stupid and silly, laughable. Because he hits, and the guy flies back. Oh, this is fucking pillar thing. Um, and then he leaves, and he tells Father Marin he's going to get the rights of the book for an exorcism. He disappears. He's later found the next day, tied up with arrows in him. Take him home, and well, not home, but take him here, and he dies of his wounds. I'm sorry, this bald, when he becomes bald, this kid, he's fucking silly. I mean, you see him levitating, he's like trying to be like Buddha and shit, and just look fucking silly. It looked silly as shit. Even if the effects were done, it would look silly as shit. Not creepy, not scary, nothing. Brad Dourif, yeah. In Exorcist 3. This, no. Father Marin prepares for a battle. You know, yeah, I mean, like, he not really prepares for battle. He, of course, believes. The soldiers and the tribesmen, they're getting ready for battle. You have these shitty lights that looks like the Northern Lights. Most of it's fucking orange. Even if it was done, what kind of shitty shot would that be? Even if the effects were done, oh, here's these orange lights cascading over everybody, and the female doc, who said a couple things to Father Marin, she's been controlled like she's going to kill herself, and the two are going to fight. Uh, Father Marin goes in. Pretty much the bald motherfucker shows him that, Father Marin, you actually did the right thing. If you didn't, everyone would have died. But you saved people, so let go of your guilt. And he's like, I know what you're trying to do, and I'm not falling for your tricks. And you have probably the most boring fucking exorcism I have ever seen in any fucking film. The ending is so goddamn anticlimactic. Okay, when the kid's passing by from A to B and the face changes for a little bit, the effects aren't done. Even if it was done, all it is he talks, he throws a little bit, he talks, he throws a little bit, he talks, some CG flies, and that's it. That's all there is to the exorcism. This is the most boring, most anticlimactic exorcism in movie history. And it looks like it was done other than one or two little things. It would have been the most boring, it's the most boring fucking exorcism. Nothing to it. And of course, everyone is fine now, and the girl doesn't kill herself, and the two tribes, they don't fight. The soldiers and the tribes don't fight. He says a couple words to the female doc. I don't mind the score in the last scene. I don't mind the score in the last scene of the movie. I don't mind Stellan Skarsgård. Those are the only two fucking things in this movie. So I don't understand this strong, true, intelligent film that can be fascinating and fearful. Fearful. As more and thoughtful as this creepy. What is fearful and creepy about this movie? Name one fucking scene that's fearful and creepy in this movie. Granted, that isn't either, but you know what? I thought this film actually went at a little bit better pace. And Renny Harlin said, fuck it, sometimes I'm going to turn into a little bit of an action movie. This film, I think, is decent. I'll get into why. It's not great. It's not good. I find it at least a little bit decent because I think it went at a little bit faster pace. It had a better third act. I thought it had a better third act. It had a more entertaining third act. This one, it was just like boring. Yeah, I know it's trying to be in spirit of the first film, and you're not a big fan. I'll put the first film over this. Just the first film, even I'm not a fan of the first film, but even that's more intriguing than this. Yeah, okay, it's not as stupid, goofy as fucking Exorcist 2. Great. Mild praise. But this film, I think, is insanely boring. I can understand why a studio will look at this and go, this fucking movie sucks. This fucking movie's boring. Renny Harlin didn't do a perfect job by a long shot, but I think this is a better version. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's more flashy and has more... I don't even know if they say flashy. I think this is a decent film. That film is fucking boring. It's a good sleeping pill. I'm sorry. Dominion, prequel to The Exorcist. Exorcist, fuck that movie. I'm sorry. There's nothing else to say because nothing happened in the movie. Oh, there's deep themes. Yeah, fine. Go look deep. Go look as deep as you want. Here's the thing. I can look deep in movies if I give a shit to do so. Exorcist 3, I can do that because I give a shit. Dominion, it makes me not give a shit. Thus, I don't care about digging into deep themes because even this level, not to go deeper, but just on this level, on this plane, is fucking boring, is fucking sleep-inducing. Still in Skarsgård, I like nothing else. So anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my review of the second prequel. See you in a bit.